There's a new report saying that homelessness in Albuquerque is up 83% in just 2 years. So today, I'm riding through the International District, the area most people call the war zone, to see what it looks like right now. Hello, my friends. Welcome. Glad to have you with me today. Today I'm riding my Talon T757 e-bike, my favorite to-go bike nowadays. So this is a great bike. If you want more information or want to look at the specs, I'm going to leave the link in the description of this video. Or if you decide to buy it, you will find a discount code on the also on the description of this video. Recently, my friends, there's been news in the media about the problem of the homeless population in Albuquerque. And, we have the elections ongoing, and it has become a topic of discussion. So today we're going to look at the numbers and see what the main issues are, and we're gonna try to see if we can go take a look for ourselves and see what the reality is of the problem here in Albuquerque. The state has spent more than 500 million into affordable housing for the homeless over the past 3 years, but the money spent hasn't made a dent in the problem. In fact, it has gotten worse. Albuquerque's homeless population has doubled in just 2 years, and Albuquerque alone saw an 83% increase in the homeless problem. We must come to terms that the current attempt to deal with the problem is not working. The bottom line, we taxpayers are paying more and getting less. The largest concentrations of homeless people are found in Albuquerque. Albuquerque alone accounts for more than half of the unhoused individuals in New Mexico. Albuquerque has about 65% of the state's homeless population, while Santa Fe has only 15% and Las Cruces has 12%, and all other cities and rural areas have only 15 to 25% combined. Is it a problem? Well, let's take a ride in the war zone of Albuquerque and see for ourselves. Okay, my friends, we're in Wisconsin going south from Chico. Typically this road used to have a lot of homeless people. But lately, for a while, I haven't really seen a lot. You can see a few here. Gotta watch this truck. So we're gonna go west on Central Route 66. So the majority of the homeless people are concentrated between Wyoming and San Pedro and Central. Vermont usually has a lot of people, and I'm not sure why. I think they give them resources. I think they give them resources here, so that's why they hang out here. So we'll go back, and we're back on Chico. Notice quite a few trucks here. Okay. Let's take Texas. Try to get back to Central. Go ahead. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful on the bikes, because he's right. They got not everybody. The majority of the traffic is they're respectful of bicyclists, but you got a few that are not. So I don't see as many homeless people as usual. So they're like scattered. And the last time I was here, Albuquerque police was very busy dealing with the homeless people. This is the Adam Market, which has a lot of homeless people here. So we'll try to go over here. Except this car, I don't know what it's doing. Oh, did they open a business at this old building? It looks like security, some security company. They have all those security cars. Okay, we're gonna go around the corner and continue west on Central. You know, just so you guys be the judge if it is a problem or not. You know, you can get your own preview, so you can make your own decision if it is a problem or not. So we're going west on Central, Route 66, coming to the library that used to be Caravan East. You can see like a lot of people lined up right here at the library, probably where they're feeding them. See that line? Pretty long. And they're scattered. They're not as concentrated in one place like they used to be. So I think a lot has to do with police, dealing with them, and they just move around, is what I'm guessing. I'm sure the police officers are frustrated with the problem. There's like a no-win situation. They're trying to do something with all the people, all the homeless people, but what can they do? I think they do what they can. It tends to be more like a political thing than anything. So, and a lot of businesses have been closing, and they never open again here in the war zone. Like CVS is a pharmacy here, huge, and it's been abandoned for a while. We're gonna do a circle. I always do a circle here. I just don't want to get a flat, and it smells really bad here. There's like a piece of meat or something. And you don't want to go in there, because that's where they defecate and everything. So we're going to continue east on Central. We're going to go to the intersection of Louisiana and Central, and then we'll head south and get Cochiti and then go west. But I may end up crossing on Louisiana, and I'll take the sidewalk. Okay. Because right here there's no bike lane and no bus lane either. So I just try to stay away from that. So let's cross before this turns green. Make sure this truck stops. Okay, we're gonna go up and wait in the median. And then we're gonna go. So we'll try to take Cochiti. Hi. There's a lot of people that congregate here on Cochiti. And then way over there, you can see a couple of, oh no, that's not homeless people. I thought perhaps the sculptures they have on the ground look like people, but they're not. And you start to see, and I can already tell there's a lot of people out here, guys. There's a lady carrying a dog on her shoulders. That's kind of funny. So the first thing I noticed is there's a lot of people and there's a lot of bicycles. There's a street sweeper trying to pick up all this trash. So I wonder how much the city spends dealing with the homeless people here on Central and the war zone. A cost for law enforcement, police officers, for all these outreach like ACS, Albuquerque Community, something, service, that are out here trying to reach out to the homeless and get them help. And then the cleanup crew, you got like the street sweeper, and then you got trucks that pick up trash daily. Otherwise it gets bad. So they're scattered. It's not like I used to be. It used to be where they were like all concentrated in large groups along the streets. But now they get moved around. That's what happens, guys. They don't leave. Most of these people, and I'll be honest with you, and I know people don't want to hear this, but most of these people really don't want shelter. They like the lifestyle. They like to be out here on the streets. Not all of them. Oh, shit. Okay. Because many times they just don't... Many times they don't like the restrictions that they put on them when they're in shelters. You know, they want to be out here doing their own thing, you know. Look at this car. So we're gonna try to take this the sidewalk. Hi. Hello. Thank you. And you can see all these empty parking lots all over. Some are fenced, some are not. I'm surprised there's no encampments over here. And they closed, the business closed, but they never rebuild. They don't redevelop them. They stay pretty much vacant because nobody wants to open businesses here. We'll take a little bit of a drive through here. It's a lot of just trash on the floor, on the ground. We'll go this way for a little bit, see what we see. Oh, they finally closed off this alley. Hi. And I mean, I'm not, I don't know what the solution is. I mean, I know that it's gotta be, getting them shelter for the ones that want it, getting help for the ones that want it, and also deal with the consequences, like if you wanna be out here, I mean, there's things that you can't do, like urinating in public and defecating and setting up camps on the sidewalk. Especially for the ones that don't want help. They want to be out here because they want to do that kind of stuff, use drugs and and have that freedom to do what is not right, but there's got to be consequences for everything, And then also, I mean, the neighborhoods suffer, and the business community, the cost to manage it, all that plays a role, kind of deal. So we're gonna do, so you can kind of get an idea. It's not really bad today, like it is on some other days. So it fluctuates. But we'll do the Trumbull neighborhood real quick, and then, kind of give you an idea, okay? Hi. Look at this, there's like broken bottles. Guy's trying to clean up his yard. Hello. Look at this. Somebody defecated right there, man. There's a human waste right there on the sidewalk. And that happened, right in front of Central. It has a lot of traffic. The main street in Albuquerque. And that's the problem. That's why there's nobody there, because the smell is bad. Okay, we're gonna try to go south on Louisiana and try to get Trumbull. This is a nice bike, guys. I love this bike. It's enjoyable to ride it. It's a smaller bike than what I'm used to, but it's got some takeoff power, man. It's just this thing kicks rocks when it moves. And, it can do up to 28 miles an hour. So it's not a slow poke either. So I'm gonna go, because the light is gonna turn green, see? And then we're gonna turn left and go east on Trumbull. So I just want you to make your own opinion about the situations of the homeless population in the war zone. The war zone probably has the most concentration of homeless people in the city. There's other areas that have some, like First and the Freeway, but nothing like Central, like the war zone. So here's Trumbull. I'm gonna try to turn left, but I see traffic coming. Okay, and we're gonna be in the Trumbull neighborhood. But yeah, you can see the sidewalks, all that trash. Looks like they burned something there. So we're gonna turn left here. What a mess. And you gotta feel bad for the community here, the people that live here. There's a police car here. But you can see signs of the homeless people. You see all their trash on the floor, on the ground. So that's the problem. Another police car coming. Okay, we're gonna try to go north on Pablo. San Pablo? Because we're going east on Zuni. And cars travel fast here, so you gotta be careful. And when I looked in the mirror, cars look like they're far away, but they really aren't. They're closer than they appear. Okay, I'm gonna try to get on the median here. And turn left. Okay, we're going north on, what is it, San Pablo? And then we'll go east on Central Route 66. I'm not going to spend a lot of time. I just wanted to just give you an idea. I've done plenty of rides. It's always kind of like the same but different because, the dynamics of it change. But gives you an idea what it looks like really, other than, what people report. Okay, there's a white truck on this lane. He's turning though. So we're gonna be on the bus lane. Okay, we'll turn right here on Tennessee. Usually has a lot of people here. Look at all this trash. Look at this. Can you imagine living here? Would you like to live here? Okay, there's a bike lane here, but it's always full of homeless people. They got some place where they give them food. All right, well, I just wanted to go around the block just to show you, give you an idea. I mean, they're a little bit scattered. So we'll get on the sidewalk for a little bit. There's like human waste all over, like people defecate, smells. Okay, I'm gonna try to get on the bus lane. So we're headed east on Central Route 66. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn north. Well, I'll come back. What I'll do is I'll go all the way almost to Wyoming. And then I'll come back and then I'll go north on Vermont, which is over there. Looks like there's more people there now. So we'll pass through there. And then head back home. So this is going to be a short one, guys. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the news related to this. You know, there's some elections happening right now and things like that, you know. So it always becomes an issue. Okay, guys, we're gonna go ahead and go a little bit west on Central, and then we'll go north on Vermont, except this truck is stopped. And then we'll call it. So this is Vermont. A lot of people there. There's that trash truck, the garbage truck. The guy's trying to pick up trash. He's telling that guy that he was telling that homeless guy in the car if he wanted him to throw his shit in the trash. So anyways, guys, I'm going to head back home. I hope you kind of got an idea. This is probably the worst of the homeless problem in Albuquerque. Let me go this way for a little bit. And kind of gives you an idea. So I'm sorry I haven't done an egg nest. I've been kind of busy doing other stuff. And now it's got a dog. And I haven't had time to put one together. I have to go and pick up some stuff to put in the baggie. So maybe on the next ride, I'll start doing the egg nests. I don't know if you guys miss them or not. Uh, the other thing that's coming up is I'm getting a new e-bike to review. It's gonna be the Puppy brand. They named their bikes after breeds of dogs. So I'm getting so they sent me the Boxer ST. So I'm kind of excited. I'll do a review and ride it around and see how it performs. It's they're saying it's an off-road bike, so we'll see. But it's only one motor. So to me, an off-road bike has two motors, but who knows? It might do well. And I've been looking at reviews on YouTube, and it's getting good reviews. A lot of people seem to like that brand. Greg, the guy that went with me to the tunnel, he's got two of them, and he told me they're nice bikes. So he really likes the bikes he has. So I'm kind of excited. I wasn't gonna do any more reviews because at one time I had a whole bunch of them at one, all came at one time, and I was getting frustrated because I don't want to spend my whole time just doing reviews, But every so often I get an offer of a bike that I really want to review, and this one is one of them, kind of deal. But I try to be real picky, because I don't like doing too many of these. So constantly getting companies asking me for if I want to review their bikes. So that's coming up. So anyways, guys, I'm going to call it. I want to thank you for joining me. It's always a pleasure. I want to thank you for your support. Also, I want to remind you that if you really want to support me, you can subscribe and be a subscriber. And there's some perks. I know I haven't been doing a lot of those, but every once in a while, number one is if you're a subscriber, you get to view the video before anyone else, because most of my videos are scheduled 2-3 days in advance. But if you're a subscriber, you get to see them right away. And then I know I haven't been doing a lot of that, but it's going to be raw material that I'm just going to put in there. I know I keep saying that, but I promise I'm going to start doing more of that. So you can do the silver or the gold. And of course, the gold, you can see a lot of the raw material. Like stuff, if you want to see more of a ride, things that I don't publish, because I don't publish a lot. All of it. But I'm going to start putting them for gold members. Guys are staring at me. Okay. One question I get asked a lot: aren't you afraid they're going to roll you for your e-bike? Oh my God. That crosses my mind. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you, and I'll see you till the next one. Bueno, bye.